Steve, Marcia, and of course, Sal and the entire club. Thank you for doing this because this is what democracy is about. And another hello to each and every one of you. For those who do not know me, my name is Tahesha Way. And again, I am stepping up, not for myself, but for the people who are counting on me because, as we all know, right now, the stakes could not be any higher. And before I talk about policy or politics, I would just want to tell you something deeply personal and which has shaped my very own existence and every decision that I've made. See, when I was 19 years old and as a rising junior, I should say, in college, I was rushed to the hospital unconscious. Doctors told my parents I had suffered a massive cerebral brain hemorrhage. They warned that my recovery would be long, that I might never regain my vision, and that I should be prepared for a completely different life. So I woke up scared, disoriented, and unsure if I would ever be the same. My parents' union health insurance covered the surgeries, the hospital stays, all of which saved my life. But when it came time for my needed occupational therapy, the insurance company denied it. They told my parents essentially and me that we were on our own. So I did what so many New Jersey families have done when the system turns its back on them. I fought back. I spent hours at my university at Brown's library looking at medical journals, trying to educate myself how the brain heals slowly, painfully. And I had to retrain my own self how to read again. And that experience didn't just change me physically, it changed me spiritually and emotionally. And I learned that when a system fails you, ultimately, regular people suffer. I learned that insurance companies don't see your humanity, they only see paperwork. And I further learned that if you want justice, if you want fairness, if you want dignity, sometimes you have to stand up and fight for yourself. And that's how I have become that protector and fighter today. I also was raised in a union household in the Bronx, New York. My dad was that proud MTA bus driver. My mom was that token clerk underground who worked nights. My home was filled with love and community, and my parents, taught me that service isn't just a job, it's a duty. And these are the values I've carried with me from that hospital room, going to law school, to becoming a judge, a county commissioner, and eventually your lieutenant governor and secretary of state. And as secretary of state, this has truly been an honor of a lifetime, not for myself, but just understanding that I have been the guardian of our democracy, going through one of the most consequential modernizations of voting rights in our state's history. What have we done? Under my leadership, I modernized our voting systems. Implemented early in person voting, automatic voter registration, online voter registration. I strengthened and expanded vote by mail. And all the while, I stood up to Donald Trump when he has tried to break down our democracy, voter suppress it. And at this present time, I believe I'm the only candidate who is in the ring with Donald Trump because he is trying to seize New Jerseyans' personal data from the voter rolls. And what have I done? I've said no. I've been repeatedly sued by the Trump administration and have successfully won in court. And why am I doing that? Because it's all about putting the people first. And some of my work as lieutenant governor in 2023, I know that you may be aware I succeeded the great Lieutenant Governor Sheila Oliver, and it has been a true, distinct privilege. And as Lieutenant Governor, I have expanded mental health services, especially for our college students. I have strengthened tenant protections. I've supported small businesses and helped families struggling with rising utility costs. And even long before that, as your Passaic County Commissioner from Wayne, I expanded services without raising any taxes. And in fact, I stabilized taxes for the years following my tenure. So when I say I fight for the people who feel forgotten in government, I'm not talking theory, I talk action. And that's the same that I will do for Congress. And this is why we are here today, because I'm running the same forces that tried to deny my life saving care are hurting New Jersey's families today. We know that folk are getting crushed by rising costs, Trump's tariffs, threats to Social Security and Medicare, uncertainty with our healthcare system, and continued efforts to dismantle our sacred democracy. Donald Trump and the Republicans aren't just attacking voting rights, they're attacking the very foundation that every family deserves a fair shot. So, in Congress, here's my plan of what I want to do. I will lower costs for families. I'll fight to cut junk fees, bring down prescription drug prices, and increase the SALT cap so families can keep more of what they earn. I will protect New Jerseyans' health care just like I've done in this administration, because I specifically know what it's like when the system denies your care and the promises that were made to you never happen. I will bring good paying jobs to New Jersey, just like I have done during this tenure, just as I have made certain to protect local jobs, including making sure that we protect and defend democracy always. And what sets me apart from any of the candidates in this race, Wayne Dems? No one has served as an educator, as a judge, as a county local official, and as a statewide official. And no one else has actually defended themselves against Donald Trump in court and won and is still in the ring with him today. The stakes are very high, but I am confident that we are strong. I've survived the greatest fight of my life at 19. And I fought for this state through tough times, attacks from Donald Trump, and unprecedented threats, not only to democracy, but even to myself and to others that I know who are defending it in this state. And I am ready to fight for you, for your families, for your rights, and for your future. I hope to step up with each and every one, push back against the chaos and cruelty coming out of Washington. So, Wayne Dems, let's build a New Jersey and a nation where every family has a fair shot. I am respectfully asking for your consideration, for your vote. I've been here since 2006 working on behalf of the great people in Passaic County, and I thank you.